So Suge, man, what's going on? It's been about 2 months since you've been in studio with us, man. You came through in the summertime, dropped your last single, man. Ever since then, tell us what's been going on, man. What shows you've been having, man? How's life been treating you? I know you was working on some videos, man.
What
kind
of women
you been having? You've been moving and all of that, man. You know what I'm saying?
We'll start with the women, man.
Yeah, let's start with that. Where they at?
No, man, y'all trying to get me set up with that.
You say you and Gabrielle Sidby been dating?
Yeah.
Gabrielle Sidby?
Sidby, whatever.
Oh! Do right, make you do right, baby.
Drop that.
You know what?
Drop.
She can make you do better. Is this what you want for yourself?
Don't drop that.
I'd have to ask myself the question. You know what I'm saying?
Let's look to the song, actually.
Yeah,
if you don't
man.
know, I'm a fan. I always have been interested in your perspective as far as coming from a consciousness perspective. You never have claimed to be, the conscious rapper or whatever. However, your delivery and your wordplay and how you pick your songs very much is indicative of you being conscious to what's going on. So I just want you to take us through the process that you go through when you're making a song and when you're thinking about how you're going to construct your next project.
Rule number one for me is everything everything that I do has to come natural for me. Mm-hmm. So down to the song lyrics, every song, most of the lyrics are factual.
Yeah.
Like, it's my real life.
Yeah.
And that's a question that people have started to ask me now that they're hearing more music. And it's funny because they think I'm just making these stories up. Like, no, that
most guys.
That What You Want song, that's a real story. I really went through those situations. I really know that girl, for real, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, even down to the newer music that I'm doing, the All the Time song, it may not always have happened in that same order, but I'm just visualizing and taking moments from my life and spilling them out on the beat. Depending on how the beat feels, I'll find what things I want to talk about. You know what I mean? I find a way to talk about it so that it's more appealing to the listener. But I'm really giving them like a lot of stuff I've been through.
You are a cat that is a Southern gentleman. That's what they say.
I think you said Southern Belle. Like, what the
No, hold up, Truck.
Oh, well.
He said, hey, man, I rap, dog. I got the pistol with me at all times.
Hey,
and he said tell the truth. Oh.
Didn't I just tell you?
Hey, when you do this, hey, that's boss move.
That's our mob.
Right.
You know what I mean? Did I just tell you that last song was Earl Flynn?
So we know you're a huge Alabama fan, man, and we know that you have your roots in the South. But when you rap, man, you really don't have any region that we can really pull and say this cat's from the South or this cat's from Detroit or this cat's from New York. You have an international sound. But being somebody that comes from the South, how did that come about?
A mixture of things. Living in both, I shared my time growing up in Alabama and Detroit, which was unique and it was dope because they're totally two different extremes.
Way.
What city in Alabama?
Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
You
right in Tide country.
Yeah, the city itself is Forkland, which is right outside of Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
That I'm from. So just growing up down there, I used to listen to A-Ball, MJG, Outkast. I
25 lighters on my dresser.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Get paid.
So Snoop Dogg, West Coast, like a number of the huge artists from the West Coast, but most of the artists were from the South. So then came to Detroit, got familiar with a different style of music. You know what I'm saying? The artist that was popping in Detroit, also East Coast was big here. I remember the first time I heard Nas was from a dude on the east side of Detroit. Like he played me a Nas tape.
They don't consider Nas as one of the top. Nas in my top 5 for sure.
He is.
He is. I'll tell you like this too, as far as with Truck saying that he thinks Nas belongs in the top 5. This is something that I ain't even realized until the past couple years. I listening to Pac, Big, Jay, Snoop, you know what I mean? A-Ball, Andre. I listened to all those dudes growing up, so I was influenced by. I really like all their music.
Yeah,
I'll say.
Yeah.
The one out of that entire group, with Nas being in that group, that influenced me from an artist perspective, out of all those dudes, the one was Nas. I didn't even realize that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yo, like that's the artist that if I had to say,
he got a lot of constant music.
Listening to It Was Written, changed the way I rap. Like,
Yeah.
I remember thinking,
That's it.
I thought I was good.
That's dope.
I thought I was a dope, and I was young, but I thought I was dope though. And
Right.
people used to ask me to freestyle on the block, stuff like that. I heard it was written, totally changed.
Totally
my
changed.
perspective.